Today I've got a review of the Olight R50 Seeker. Thanks for clicking and watching this video. I hope you like it. If you do, please like and subscribe and share this video. Thanks for watching. I want to do this review a little bit different today. So here is the Olight R50 Seeker, and it's a fantastic flashlight. I want to tell you just a couple things about this light, and then cut to outdoor shots, come back, finish up some of the inside reviews and details, and then tell you what I think. So the R50 Seeker is a high-powered flashlight. It's powered by a 26650 battery and is USB rechargeable. On max, it produces 2500 lumens all the way down to 50 lumens on low mode. Let's cut to those night shots and show how it performs outside. Here's my outdoor shot of the Olight R50 Seeker, and I am out on the edge of town. You might be able to hear the highway behind me, and it's not a moonless night, and you can see if every once in a while a few headlights go across the building in front of me. The moon's about 3/4 full, and I'm about 300 feet away from the building in front of me. So here's the R50 Seeker. Here's low mode. And you can see it's a beam that's fairly tight in the center with ample spill, and this will become apparent in brighter modes. But at 50 lumens, it's pretty decent for in front of you, but not a thrower. Bumping up. Here is medium mode, and I believe this is 300 lumens off memory. And you can start to see the building in the distance there. I've got the camera set pretty high ISO to show this here. So decent spill. The light is a little bit more yellow. It's not a cool white. I'd call it more of a neutral or even on the warm side of things. Stepping up. And here's where you can start to really see the throw. I can really start to see that building at 300 feet away. The building has some white insulation on the side, so it does show off a little bit better. But even up front here, we can see the nice tighter beam and ample throw. And here is the highest mode, turbo, 2500 lumens. It'll do this for 2.5 minutes, and as you can see, it really throws the distance well. It throws beyond this pretty well too. So it's just a nice overall beam. And let me show it in front of the camera. You can even see the spill at the front. If I breathe on it, you can see even better. So really, it's got a nice spill to it. I took this light hiking this weekend, and it did really nice with it. I was able to run it on medium mode, and with this 26650 battery, it lasts forever. Another neat thing is the front of the lens. As you can see, you get a little bit of glowing ring around it, and I'll show that better inside. So one of the things I wanted to compare it to was a 3D cell mag light. This happens to be an LED mag light. Mag lights are pretty well known for being available in commercial stores, but in today's flashlight age, they're just not the best. And let me just show you the comparison here. So this is on fresh batteries. This is that 3-cell D mag light, and it's got a really tight beam to it, and does cover distance, but it's really not that much light at all. The camera does a pretty good job of showing this. And let me compare it to the Olight R50 again. So there's the R50 in turbo mode, 2500 lumens, or a more fair test might be just normal high. So here's normal high mode, and you can see it covers a lot more area and a lot more light. In comparison, there's the old mag light. There's really no difference there. The Olight on the right and the mag light on the left. Just no comparison. So here's a battle of Olight to Olight. I've got the Olight S30R, runs off a single 18650, and I believe turbo mode is something like 1200 lumens. I really like this light. It's a pretty good EDC, and it's a little bit more of a thrower for a pocketable light. So this is turbo. Pretty good job. It spills quite a bit, not as focused of center. And here is the R50 Seeker on the right. You can see a lot more coverage, a lot more light. And you can see here's the S30R. You can see the S30R is a lot more cooler LED than the S50R. So in that video, I compared it with a couple other flashlights. I compared it with the Olight S30R Baton and the Lumentop PS03. And here are those three lights just in size comparison, so you can compare the three in how big they are. And let me stand them up as well. And here are the three lights again: the R50 Seeker, the S30R, and the PS03. This is powered by four 18650s, one 18650, and one 26650. A little more in size comparisons. Here's the R50 on a dollar bill. So as you can see, it is shorter than a dollar bill and maybe half the width of a dollar bill. A little about the lens here. You can see there's a piece of double reflective coated glass, and the reflector then is lightly knurled and dimpled, and that really helps smooth out the beam. And then you can see the LED in the middle. And I don't know if you can quite see this on camera, but it's 4 individual LEDs all on one die. Or that's the way it looks, at least. This is a Cree XHP 50 CW LED. And as you can see, it's a nicely, you've got protected bezel here. And when you do turn it on, if I shut off my video lights, you'd see it does glow on the edges just a little bit for just a little bit of time. That's kind of a neat Olight thing. Let's talk about recharging quick, and then I'll show you what's in the box. So on the tail cap here, you have a micro USB, and I will plug this in and show you what it looks like. It glows red in here when charging, and then goes green when it is fully charged. There is this rubber cover. Olight says this flashlight is IPX8 water resistant. I haven't tried personally. I'd be a little bit concerned about this rubber cover getting in the circuit board, but so far Olight's been spot on their water requirements, so I haven't had any troubles. Inside this flashlight, and it's kind of tough to push on there, inside this flashlight, it is powered by a 26650. Now, this is a customized battery by Olight. You can run a normal 26650 in here, however, it will not recharge. And how Olight customizes their batteries is on the back end here, you have a positive and a negative terminal so that it'll do the recharging. And just in case you're not aware of the size differences here, in my bottom hand I have a Olight 18650, and in the top I have an Olight 26650. Length is identical. However, in diameter, the 26650 is about double the size. Weight-wise, the 26650 does weigh more. Capacity-wise, this 26650 has 4,500 mAh, and the 18650 is 3,500 mAh. Pound for pound, the 18650 is the highest density cell that the consumer can easily get. However, the extra runtime you get with this in the R50 is pretty nice. The R50 does not have any designators on the inside like some Olights do. It just goes in, it has a nice big arrow on the battery here. It goes in with the positive cell side facing down. And the back screws on here nice and smooth. There is an O-ring, and it does come pre-greased, which is a nice touch. One thing I did want to note about the customized Olight 26650 battery. I had trouble charging this battery in all my chargers. My Nikkor D2, it's an older model, and my new X-Star VC4, which I have a review on this channel, both would not accept this battery for charging. I think it had to do with how the contacts on that light hit this side here. The X-Star saw this battery as a nickel metal hydride, which would be a dangerous way to charge it. I pulled the battery out as soon as I saw that. However, my Nikkor SC2, which isn't my favorite charger, charged this without a problem. I think it's just built to handle these bigger cells, and the contacts hit in the right way for this light. One thing that's a negative about this flashlight is that it's a roller. It pretty easily rolls across the table. A lot of my Olights have pocket clips on them, which prevent them from rolling, or these flat sides are a little more prominent. However, on the R50 Seeker, that's just not the case. So it does roll around pretty easily. It does stand on its front, and it will tail stand, though. So those are just a couple things more. I wanted to spend a few minutes showing you what's included in the package of the Olight R50 Seeker. And I've already been in here, as you can tell, and I have my instruction manuals off to the side. So this is a really nice box that it comes in. It's a magnetic closure box. Inside, very professional looking. On the back, you've got all the details you'd need. So just a couple quick mentions about the stats. Turbo mode runs for 2500 lumens for 2 minutes, and then it kicks down to 800 lumens for 150 minutes. High mode is 1200 lumens for 12 minutes, and then 800 lumens for 130. You can run medium mode for 300 lumens for 6 hours, or low mode 50 lumens for 50 hours. Olight, I find to be one of the honest companies out there. Some companies, technically, when you follow the standard of measuring lights, you don't have to tell that kick down. You could just say it runs at 2500 lumens. Olight's pretty honest and tells you that it really does kick down. The kickdowns are thermally controlled, so if you are in a really cold environment, you might get more than 2 minutes of runtime. In my experience, the light isn't super hot in your hand, even on turbo mode, and Olights are pretty safe about that. A couple other quick pieces of information. The flashlight, including the battery, is 255 grams. Throw, as rated by Olight, is 297 meters. It's impact resistant to 1 meter. And it is IPX8 water resistant. So inside, as I mentioned before, it's a nice magnetic closure box. And the flashlight does come with the tail cap slightly removed for battery discharge protection. So they remind you to tighten the battery. So inside here, again, nice packaging. This is nice foam. The flashlight's on nice display. It comes out pretty easily. And we'll put that aside for a minute. And then you have the box of accessories, and they include this nice pulse tab. So inside the box of accessories, you have all the things you need to recharge. You have this bundle of wires, which has a micro USB and a lanyard. Now, right now I don't have the lanyard on my light, but it's something I may add in the future. The last bit of kit you get in here is the charger. And it's nice, Olight comes with a charger. Since this is an international product, they have many different adapters for whatever country you're in. I happen to be in the USA, so they included that USA adapter, and it just snaps on there with a nice little quick release button so it doesn't fall off. Nice touch there. The power supply, you can see the input is 100 to 240 volts AC, 50-60 hertz, and the output is 5 volts at 2.1 amps. So you could also use this to charge like an iPad or your cell phone if you needed to. It's a lighter charger. In my experience, it does seem to work. I have a lot of chargers, so I really am not using this one. Having onboard USB charging is one of the really nice things about the R50 Seeker. I always say this about USB charging, but it makes it really easy for a new flashlight owner to do. They don't need a charger or anything special. And this is still true of the Olight R50. So I've got a micro USB cable. This is just one I have laid around the house. It happens to be an Aki brand. And I just wanted to show you how easy it is to charge. You literally plug it in. And you can see in there there is a red LED. It shows better when we're not underneath my video lights, but it will sit here and charge. I've got it currently plugged into a power bank, but you could also charge this with a solar charger or off the wall, in your car, really any place you have USB input. When finished, that red light will turn green. And I wanted to show you this too. Most of the USB chargers I have, USB flashlights that are USB chargeable, in my experience, they don't charge when the flashlight's turned on. And this one is the exception. Here it is turned on, and it is still charging. I think that's pretty cool. Most flashlights don't do that. So while I have it on here, here's a beam pattern shot. You can see it's hot in the center, but has quite a bit of spill. I took this light on a hike here this week, and it was an unplanned hike. I just happened to have the flashlight in my pocket because I was going to go out and do some testing, but I ended up getting testing on a real-world experience with a hike for about 45 minutes in the forest in the winter here in Nebraska. And you know what? This light was perfect. I like how it folds in your hand, fits in your hand nice. You've got some heat sinking material here, and the way it's sliced out, cut out, it helps orient the light so your thumb presses the button. I like to kind of grip up on it, as you can see, and the knuckle part of my thumb on the underside hits the button really easily, rather than having it down here by my tip. It also creates a place for your finger back here just naturally, I think. Just makes for a nice grip. As always, Olight has nice construction. You can see everything is nicely machined. It's sharp. The anodizing on this is tough. If you were to take a knife blade and scrape, you're not going to leave any finishes. I'm not really digging in here, but it's a hard anodizing, and I wouldn't expect scratches to easily form on this. You get the classic Olight blue anodizing on the front and the button. And this one also does have a glow ring that I can't really get to show on camera very well. Overall, I really like the Olight R50 Seeker. It's a great long-distance flashlight that really does a great job of giving you throw plus spill. It is perfect for hiking. It is perfect for your go bag. This is not an EDC light. It's pretty decent size, but for its power, it's incredibly small. I plan to keep this in my go bag, which I use for tornado preparedness. In the Midwest, it's always great to have a flashlight and one you can count on for a long time. I feel like with the R50, I can do that. It provides a long runtime, quite a bit of light, and would be great in the event that my area is struck by tornado, flood, etc., and I lose power. I really enjoy the Olight R50 Seeker. It's a really nice flashlight. It is definitely a top performer and one of the brightest flashlights I own. I like the tint on this flashlight. It's not a cool white. It's a much more neutral white, or even a warm white, I'd call it. It's a lot of light, a lot of runtime in a pretty small package. It's not as small as an 18650, but it has more runtime and higher overall performance. It's definitely a light I recommend. Thanks for making it to the end of this video. I really appreciate it. If you liked it, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you on future videos for more gear reviews. Thanks.